A good management of the RNG. 28 marbles. Ready to go in the first heat of 10. 4. The Shenanigans Marble Derby Classic number 5. Skank and Buggy on the outside line. Fornax on the inside line trying to get through as well. AC and Dallas trying to get a good lead with the Hunt Music for their first Derby appearance ever. Looking to make a start as they go to the outside line of the first turn. Frog Nation and KJH Boot down into the center. Rolandris and AC and Dallas cutting inside trying to get ahead of Skank and Monkey, but Skank and Monkey's got a good line coming out of the gate and looking to get themselves down into the backstretch of the first lap. AC and Dallas cuts to the inside rail. It's going to be the Hunt Music to the outside just behind Skank and Monkey by about 15 lengths. Deadly Vanity comes up as well with Decimate Jersey, Rolandris and Frog Nation trying to move up through the pack, but Skank and Monkey's going to take a little bit of a boost as they go towards that center line. 18 Dallas cuts to the inside rail. The Hunt Music trying to chase as Deadly Vanity, Villagers, and Decimate Jersey go 3 wide into the second turn of the first lap. Skank and Monkey out in front by a good 40 marble lengths now as AC Dallas cuts out to the outside of the outside rail of the final turn in the first lap, and Skank and Monkey's going to cut down towards the middle, trying to go through into the final stretch for the first lap and keep themselves in good position for the second lap. AC and Dallas and The Hunt Music move along in 2 side by side. Deadly Vanity coming around in 4th place with Frog Nation coming up through the back in 4th place. It's going to be Skank and Monkey to the inside rail. The Hunt Music down the middle. AC and Dallas cuts to the inside from the outside rail as they cross the line into the second lap. Skank and Monkey losing some speed. The Hunt Music goes for a sprint, and The Hunt Music, the rookie on the track, is looking to make a name for themselves as they sprint out into the second lap. A beautiful execution of keeping pace with the leader and now putting the pedal to the metal as they just floor it through the first turn of the second lap. Looking to place here in the very first qualifier. The Hunt Music hits the outside rail. Skank and Monkey coming around in second. 18 Dallas in third with KJH Boot in 4th place. Nominanon now moves to the back up into 4th place with Decimate Jersey trying to get through in 6th. KJH Boot and Nominanon overtake AC and Dallas. Skank and Monkey continues to slow down. Looks like they gassed themselves just a little bit too much with that fast start, but now they're trying to retake the lead as the Hunt Music cuts to the outside rail. Skank and Monkey and Nominanon. Nominanon going for a tremendous sprint, has gone up about 4 to 5 places there in the backstretch as they continue to the outside rail. And it looks like Nominonon's coming around with another good lead. KJH Boot, Skank and Monkey, the Hunt Music trying to find an answer to answer Nominonon's sprint towards the end here as they go to the final stretch. The Hunt Music, a lot of speed, tries to get a good bounce off the outside rail, but isn't enough. Skank and Monkey, KJH Boot, the Hunt Music putting chase to Nominanon, but Nominonon's not letting up, and Nominanon with a beautiful sprint to the finish takes it to the finish line for the first heat, and Nominanon with a beautiful surprise play, super sprint on the second half of the second lap, taking the victory away from the other 3 competitors. Good start. Nominanon puts one up there. Can't even spell Nominanon. There we go. All right, folks, loading up the second heat of 10. Get it in. It was a good run, Ami. It was a good run. Let it be. Still at it. Shraman. Coming in as well. A lot of competitors out on the track, ready to give it their all. Controller Caden, welcome in. For those of you just joining us, this is the Shenanigans Marble Derby Classic. We have 10 heats. First place from each heat places into the final race the Dectuple Bandana. Winner of that race gets to make a command of the week for the stream, and there'll be a betting period on that final race. Anyone who bets correctly will get VIP for a week. Exclamation point VIP for more information, what that means about the channel. 2 minutes on the clock. Get your bubbles in. 30 in already. Looking to be a heated competition out on the track today. No slowing down as we go into the 8th hour. Agent, how you doing? Welcome in. He's a good guy. It's a hectic off-season, Agent. The competition never dies. It's a steady, pulsing heart through the community. never ceasing. 1 minute left, ladies and gentlemen. Get your bubbles in for this second heat of the evening. All right, 30 seconds ticking down. The second heat about to get underway. 31 marbles on the line. Ready to get started out of the gate here. Should be a pretty fun race. Doom getting in the last 30 seconds. 32 now on the line, ready to get started. And here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for the second qualifying heat of the end of season blowout Shenanigans Marble Derby Classic. 33 marbles on the track. And they're off the line. Looks like coming out in the first place position is going to be Sped Up, Valinders, $5 free, Kirozalka, and Sean the Bull Shark. All spreading widely as they go down into the first turn. Doom's going to try to take a lead, going right to the center. Sped Up trying to get through with an inside line. Now cutting to the outside, going for a bank shot around that first turn. AC and Dallas cuts towards the middle. Peridot and Valinders trying to make a move up through the pack, but here comes $5 Freak with a good shot out of the center of her. Looks like they're going into the backstretch in first place with the other marbles quickly in the chase. It's going to be Doom, Seth Too Good, and Peridot to the outside rail, getting ahead of $5 Freak. Kira Zago with a lot of speed as they go down in that center line. Kira trying to hold. $5 Freak looking to hold it as well, but they're going off with a little bit more speed here as they try to keep up with the other competitors that are putting pressure on from behind. Seth Too Good, AC and Dallas, Killer App, all falling further as Kira Rizalka and $5 Freak have it out in front as they go up into the second turn. Namananan going to move again. Namananan is not done yet. Having already won one heat, wants to do some more despite the bad showmanship that it brings to the competition. It's going to be Kira, Seth Too Good, and AC Dallas making the way into the outside rail. Namananan cuts in through the middle. $5 Freak goes to the outside as the other three marbles lead in through. They're 5 wide now as they come up into the first line into the second lap, and it looks like Seth Too Good's going to take the lead, but Namananan's not out yet. Kira Zalka back in third as they continue to fall further back into the pack, with Jeeds now moving up through the ranks, trying to get through up into fourth place now, overtaking Kira, and into the first turn of the second lap we go. Namananan still out in front. Sean the Bull Shark trying to make a move as they go towards that high line on the first turn of the second lap. A little bit of collision there with Seth Too Good and Namananan, but looks like Seth Too Good's going to make it work for him as they get a bank shot right up to the outside rail. Loses a little bit of speed on the bounce, but here comes Sean the Bull Shark trying to make a move as well. Namananan to the outside rail. Looks like they're going to collide with Sean the Bull Shark, so Sean the Bull Shark pulls ahead into second place. Jeeds back in third. Namananan drops to fourth. Looks like Seth Too Good's going to take a sprint towards the inside rail. Jeeds puts a little bit of speed as they go into the straightaway on the final stretch, and it looks like Sean the Bull Shark's having a little bit of trouble keeping pace with these other two competitors. Seth Too Good in front. It's going to be Jeeds out in second as they hit this last turn, going into the final stretch of the second lap of the second heat. Looking to qualify for that Dectuple Bandana. The players want it, and they are coming ready to play. It's got to be Seth Too Goods and Jeeds neck and neck as they go to the outside rail. It looks like Jeeds has some speed. Seth Too Good gets a bad bounce. Jeeds overtakes in first place. Now Sean the Bull Shark trying to come up from behind with a little bit more speed, but they get a little bit of a stall. $5 Freak right up the middle, trying to get through. Jeeds and Seth Good to the inside rail. Jeeds holding for now, and I think Jeeds has it, and Jeeds is gonna take the victory for the second heat of the day. Seth Too Good in second. $5 Freak in third. Sean the Bull Shark finishing in fourth. Good start, guys. Good start. Jeeds takes the victory. 106. All right. Well, heat number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Minutes on the clock. Get your marbles. Hope you're enjoying the show, BioCal. Lug joining in on the action. Not Ferrari. Also getting in. Hitter is here too. All the grinders coming out to play. Garnet Rod as well. I think they all just woke up from their 12-hour nap. The little sleep they get in between seasons. Alright, heat number 3, ladies and gentlemen, third qualifier for the Dectuple Bandana. 8 races remain, 8 spots still open. Who will bring the performance needed to succeed here today? Tonya Green. Welcome in. Good to have you here. All right, folks, 40 seconds ticking down. Last chance to join on in for the third heat of 10 here. The Shenanigans Marble Derby Classic for the end of season blowout. It's been a good day so far. And at 8 o'clock, we will begin the Builder Competition, hosted by Baxcast and Deslux, so make sure you get over to their 2 channels. And we'll just continue to have a good old day. Glad to hear it, Lug. How did the arch come out? All right, gentlemen, here we go. The third heat about to get underway. Ticking down. 3, 2, 1, and they are off. The marbles getting started here in the first lap of the third race. Garnet Rod to the inside. KJ's Boot staying in the middle. JD starting to make a move right out of the gate. And it looks like Decimate Jersey not done yet. KJ's Boot, nominanon, looking for something to happen as they go towards the front. A couple marbles in the back having trouble getting started, including Killer App and Jehuska. Don't know what they're doing back there, but maybe they'll get it together for the second half of the third race. It's going to be KJ's Boot out in front as they go around the turn. Kybernetic Kraken tries to get through in second. Fordak Sean the Bull Shark coming around with Lug of Lows on the inside line, trying to get a good line as they go into the backstretch here on the first lap. And looks like Lug is going to come out in front, like IR, holding second. Tonya Green trying to get through in third. Looking pretty good right now as they go around into the second turn of the first lap. Valindris on the inside line trying to get some speed. Don't know if it's going to work in their favor, but for now it seems to be doing the job. With Tonya Green, like IR, dominant on, battling it out 4 wide as they go across into the second turn. Lug out in front by 50 lengths, and look at the speed on Lug. Back and fresh from their vacation, enjoying their wedding day of their daughter, and they're making their way down in celebration here on this last stretch of the first lap. In first place, the light not as much as it used to be, but still out in front by a good amount, about 30 to 40 lengths now. Lug of Lows cuts to the middle. Dominon trying to get through as well, but they've already placed, so this won't count if they succeed. Agent coming around in third, Cybernetic Kraken in fourth, Valindris in fifth, and Garnet Rod in sixth place as a huge pack of marbles comes up from behind, and Lug of Lows starts to fall back into the crowd. Dominon out in front yet again, still looking to go for that victory, even though they already have one. Agent coming around now with a good boost towards the inside line. Cybernetic Kraken goes high on the line. Kirozaka coming around as well. Nomenon looking for that perfect shot, but it doesn't look like it's going to be good. But Kraken hits the back of Nomenon, boosts him ahead, and Agent now could be in trouble. Agent hits the outside rail. Nomenon coming around in second place. The second lap, half over, as the marbles go into the backstretch. Cybernetic Kraken now to the outside rail. Agent Kira and Nomenon to the inside rail. Lug down the middle. Set 2 good, trying to make their way through the back, but having a little bit of trouble keeping pace with the other 5 marbles out front. Nomenon starts to drop back. Cybernetic Kraken holding first place was Agent Conan into the outside rail for that second turn into the second lap, trying to get a good line as they go into the final stretch. Cybernetic Kraken holding first. Light Glow is trying to get through in second. Agent in third, and Set 2 good in fourth. All going high on the rail as they go down towards that final stretch. Cybernetic Kraken pulling out in front. Looks like Cybernetic Kraken looking to place again. They've placed almost every single time, and this seems to be no exception. Right down the center of the backstretch, going through and towards the line, but here comes Agent making a move towards the line. Set 2 good, holding third. Agent cuts to the middle. Cybernetic Kraken goes the inside. Agent calls up. It's going to be a photo finish, and then it goes straight through, and Agent is going to pull out the victory by less than a second on Cybernetic Kraken, who got caught on the inside rail. Set 2 good in third, Valindris in fourth. Kiro Izalka in fifth place. Whew. Agent just put that booster on at the end there. Yowza. Yowza, Kraken, get good, man. Get good, Kraken. What you doing? You're supposed to represent the channel. You gonna go with a performance like that? You gonna go with a performance like that? Disgraceful. Disgraceful. Elsit is ashamed. Absolutely ashamed. Alright, John. Get your marbles in for the fourth heat of 10. Oops, what did I just do? What did I just do? What just happened? The text is gone. Oh, there we go. That was awkward. Okay, the fourth heat. Sometimes streaming is hard, guys. All right. The marbles piling in. 2 minutes on the clock, ticking down. And again, thank you all for joining me today. Hope you've had a good time so far. And we still got about 4 to 5 hours left for the day. We will be participating in the builder competition, streaming live, and then after that, we will keep it open for a kind of builder discussion party. It actually went really well last time. All the builders that were competing kind of hung out in my stream afterwards. We just kind of talked about the competition, so I was able to actually get most of that feedback right to Bax and Deathluck that night. And they've put in those changes and considerations for this season's builder competition. So it is a productive expenditure of time if you're interested in giving some feedback on the competition as a competitor or as a viewer. You're still welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth heat of 10. Getting ready to take place in 40 seconds. 32 marbles. Your first builders competition. It's okay. There's only been one ever, so you're really not that far behind as it goes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 20 seconds ticking down. The latecomers just getting in now onto the line, ready to start. And it should be an interesting fourth heat with 34 marbles at the gate. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. 34 marbles ready to get started on the line as they begin the first lap of 2. Tonya Green on the inside rail with Cybernetic Kraken trying to make something happen. 4 next, Skank and Bucky, Joska, Hirozalka, Garnet Rod. The Music, Covering Storm, and Hitter all starting to get a good start as they go down into the first turn. Looks like Covering Storm pulls ahead as they go right for the middle. Skank and Bucky and Hitter going for a bank shot on the outside rail. Garnet, Elsa the first, and Sean the Bullshark going for that inside line as they go around the first turn, looking to get out of a good position as they go into the back stretch here. And it looks like Hitter has a good line right down towards the outside rail. Skank and Bucky in the middle with Covering Storm and Garnet Rod. Garnet Rod has a lot of speed, though. Look at the speed on Garnet Rod, just rockets ahead to the outside rail in first place. Covering Storm going to try to follow in second as Skank and Monkey cuts to the inside rail in third. Garnet Rod also going to take choice. It's going to be Covering Storm trying to outpace Garnet Rod to the second turn of the first lap, but it looks like Garnet Rod might have a better position as they go into that second turn. Hitter in third. Looks like Hirozalka set too good, and Sean the Bullshark coming around in that bend as well, battling it out for fourth place as they go high on the outside rail. Here comes Covering Storm down to the center, looking to finish in a good position for the first half of the fourth race, and it looks like Covering Storm is going to hold it for now. Hitter in second. Garnet Rod in third. Set too good. Comes out of the pack. It looks like Hirozalka trying to keep pace with the other four as well as they go right down the center. Covering Storm to the inside rail, loses a little bit of speed on the bounce, and Hitter's going to make a move, a little bit more speed, and they're 3 wide across the line. Garnet Rod, Covering Storm, and Hitter starts to lose some speed as they go down to the first turn of the second lap. Cybernetic Kraken, look at the pace, and it looks like, ladies and gentlemen, Cybernetic Kraken has had enough. They took a little bit of a loss on the previous race, and they're not going to let it happen again, just rocketing down. Look at the speed, a little bit of a stutter there as they hit the landing, but they're going to keep pace with the other 3 as they go into the second stretch of the second lap. Cybernetic Kraken tries to get through on the outside rail. Covering Storm and Kira battling it out for first in the front, starting to pull a lead. Cybernetic Kraken needs to make a move as the other marbles are now cutting a huge lead now. Hirozalka goes through by about 30 to 50 marble lengths. Oh my goodness, the lead is increasing astronomically. The speed of Covering Storm and Kira, they're absolutely gunning it here. The two are just having it out on the track. Kira high on the outside. Covering Storm cuts more to the inside, trying to get a better bank shot. Kira goes through the inside rail. Covering Storm to the outside rail. Both marbles coming down, leaving the competition in the dust. 50 to 60 lengths between the two and the rest of the marbles. Hirozalka, here comes Covering Storm, though. Covering Storm falls behind. Covering Storm just sprint it. Where is this speed? Covering Storm, it's going to be Covering Storm by a mile, just rocketing ahead after they've already established an astronomical lead. Kira has no answers, doesn't have anything left to give it, don't know where Covering Storm got it, and ladies and gentlemen, what a sprint by Covering Storm on the second lap of the race. Takes the victory and advances into the dectuple bandana. Crazy. Crazy. Where'd that speed come from? Yeah, Kira, you were giving it your all, and then, you know, Covering Storm's just like, oh, were you going your fastest? Because I wasn't. And then it just... Oof. Brutal. Brutal. No, I'm not supposed to jump. 2 minutes on the clock. Get your models in. Covering Storm takes the victory. Ladies and gentlemen, we now enter the 5th heat Closing out the first half of the qualifiers for the Dectuple Bandana here at the Shenanigans Marble Derby Classic. 4 competitors have already advanced to the Dectuple Bandana: Nominanon, Jeeds, Agent 347, and Covering Storm 52. The 4 champions so far that have qualified for the final race. Gotta love that startup. Who doesn't hear this and immediately want to start racing? Stan, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Welcome in, everyone. This is the Shenanigans Marble Derby Classic. It is a best of 10 races. That meaning the first place from each of the 10 races advances into the final race. The final race winner will get to make a command of the week for the channel for the week. There will be a betting period on the final race. Anyone who bets correctly on the winner gets to be VIP for a week. Exclamation point VIP. Doom, you have not won. You have not won. The 4 qualifiers so far: Nominanon, G's, Agent, and Covering Storm. And again, if you have already won, it is recommended, encouraged even, that you do not continue to race so that the others can have a chance to win. But you can still race if you want to. We will just throw an ungodly amount of shame upon you should you win more than once. Ladies and gentlemen, 14 seconds ticking down for the 5th heat of the qualifiers. 38 marbles on the starting line, ready to get it going here as we go into... No, that's just straight up original Mario Kart race. Oh, that would help. Looks like it's going to be Drahuska and Nominanon out in front yet again, trying to get that early start as they go into the first lap. Gamblezord, JD, and Twitch Marble King making the way to the next side. It's going to be Drahuska cutting up through the center as they go down into the backstretch of the first lap. Nominanon trying to make something happen as well with Twitch Marble King, Elsa the First, and Joan Taz is a lady not too far behind. Joan Taz is a lady, perhaps the best horse name of them all. Tries to get through on the inside rail, but starts to fall behind back into 4th place with Elsa the First looking to overtake in 5th place. Elsa the First noticing that Cybernetic Kraken is not getting the job done and representing the moderators here on the track, and is going to take matters into their own hands. So Elsa the First gets a good boost to the outside rail of the second turn of the first lap, looking to make something happen. Drahuska continues to be out in front. Nominanon, who's already qualified, just getting chased for the thrill of it. Elsa the First now back in 3rd as they go to the outside rail, and looks like they've overtaken Nominanon, and Elsa the First is putting on the moves. Drahuska tried to hold 1st place. Joan Taz is a lady down the middle as well. Doom tried to hold 5th place with Spoontree too wide as they go across the line into the second lap. Elsa the First still in 2nd, trying to hold it with Joan Taz is a lady, but Joan Taz is a lady is putting up a good fight. Drahuska moves to the outside rail as they go into the first turn of the second lap. Elsa the First cuts to the inside. Joan Taz's lady already on the inside rail. Going to be high on that turn as they go down into the backstretch. It looks like Drahuska trying to retake 1st place as Elsa the First and Joan Taz's lady continue to give chase. Drahuska and Doom out of nowhere to the right-hand side has just rocketed through the back into 2nd place. And look at the moves on Doom. They've got a pizza and it needs to be delivered in time. Elsa the First to the outside. Doom to the middle. Joan Taz's lady to center. And all 3 marbles are going 3 wide in the final turn here as they go to the last lap. Looking to finish it out strong here for the 5th heat of the competition. Elsa the First and Doom neck and neck. Joan Taz's lady starting to fall behind by about 30 to 35 lengths. Elsa the First the inside. Doom the outside. It's all going to come down to the lines from here. Elsa going to be high. Going to need to find a good line towards the center. Doom turning to the third. And there's a collision. Elsa the First cuts in front of Doom. Doom tries to hold the speed. Elsa the First tries to boost through. And Doom's going to get a bounce. Peridot out of nowhere as they come around the bend and look at the moves of Peridot. Joan Taz's lady trying to get through another pitch. It's going to be 3 wide coming on down. Peridot coming up through the ranks. Elsa the First can't keep up. Doom trying to hold Peridot at bay. Peridot coming in. And it's going to be a final finish. Doom to the inside. Peridot to the end. Although it looks like Doom's going to hold it. And Doom barely holds on. What a sprint by Peridot into the final stretch of the 5th race. Elsa the First in 3rd, KJ's Boot in 4th, and Joan Taz is a lady in 5th place. Holy smokes, what a race. Well, Doom was wondering why they didn't win. There you go. You won. Congratulations. You ask and you shall receive. I jump. The first half of the qualifiers is over. So there are only 5 spots remaining now. 5 races remaining as we enter the 6th heat of the competition. For those of you just joining in, this is the Shenanigans Marble Derby Classic of the end of season blowout. There are 10 heats. First place from each heat advances into the final round. The Dectuple Bandana, winner of that race, gets to make a command of the week for the week. And there'll be a betting period on that final race. Anyone who bets correctly on the winner gets VIP for the week. Exclamation point VIP if you want to know what that means for the channel. 2 minutes ticking down now. Get your marbles in with 25 already on the starting line. Howie Feltersnatch. Great name. Welcome in. Good to have you here. Command of the feet. Correct, Bio Cow. Yeah. Marcus. Good idea. However, you need to be VIP. If only you were VIP, it would have worked. Maybe you should try to win VIP on the final stage with a properly placed bet. All right, gentlemen, here we go. 1 minute ticking down. The 6th heat of 10. Prepare yourselves for the next qualifier. Elsid, going into Kraken Baby Rage. Can the mods represent here today? Well, Nomenon, that's an interesting choice, right? So if you qualify for the Dectuple Bandana, and you win and you bet on yourself, you get to make a command of the week and you'll be VIP of the week for a week, right? But it would require you to win. However, you could bet on someone else, and then if you win, you get command of the week, but if the person you bet on wins, you get a VIP of the week. So you have a 10% chance to win everything, or you can have a 20% chance to win one thing. It's a hard call. It's a hard call. Ladies and gentlemen, the racers are off. It's going to be the 6th heat of the day. Inside line, Abaddon Gamblezor and Kirazaga. In the middle is going to be Valendris Frog Nation, JD and Garnet Rod. Ali Alvalizi, Sezoi Mate coming out on that outside rail with Cybernetic Kraken right down the middle, trying to hold an early lead. Cybernetic Kraken trying to represent the mods here tonight as the other marbles come around in the first turn of the first lap of the 6th race. Ali Alvalizi, Sezoi Mate comes out to the outside rail. Set Too Good right up the middle. Marcus cuts in towards the inside rail. Garnet going to go out for the outside with Set Too Good. Gets a bad bounce. Set Too Good rocketed ahead off of the collision. And now the marbles are going to be in a giant scramble. They're 7 wide as they go into the backstretch. It's going to be Fordax, Cybernetic Kraken, Marcus, Nomenon, Twitch, Marble King, Set Too Good, and Ollie of says always mate, but they cut a bad line towards the inside rail, and they fall back into the back, and Moby Michelle now moves up to the ranks with AC and Dallas also putting a sprint, and the marbles are now 8 wide as they go into the back turn of the first lap. It's going to be a big qualifier here, ladies and gentlemen. Lots of marbles giving it their all here with only 5 more spots to fill. Set Too Good, Movie Michelle and Marcus. 3 wide as they go into the final stretch of the first lap, but there's still a whole nother lap to go, and the marbles might be gassing themselves with all this heated competition out in front. Fornax moves into 4th. AC and Dallas trying to hold 5th place on the outside rail. The Hunt Music still looking for victory as they go to the outside rail as well after they were denied on the first race. Here comes Set Too Good, out by about 40 lengths as they go out into the second lap. It's going to be Movie Michelle and Marcus 2 wide as they go into the first turn. The Hunt Music and AC Dallas trying to join in for that battle for second place, but Set Too Good is just out by leaps and bounds right now, ladies and gentlemen. Set Too Good looking to increase their lead as they go into the backstretch of the second lap, and it looks like it's worked. Set Too Good out by about 50 to 60 lengths now. Movie Michelle tries to get through with a push off of AC and Dallas. A little bit of a dirty physical play there, but it is allowed, and Set Too Good continues to push ahead in that first place position as they go to the inside rail. Movie Michelle tries to keep pace in second place as they go through the middle. Set Too Good going to cut to the middle as well. Movie Michelle moves to the outside rail. Set Too Good holding first place for now by about 70 to 75 lengths, hitting the outside rail. Can anyone do anything about Set Too Good's astronomical lead? Movie Michelle and Marcus colliding, trying to get some mutual benefition out of it, and it looks like it may have worked as Set Too Good's lead is now cut down to about 20 lengths, and here comes Movie Michelle and Marcus trying to work together to catch Seth Too Good up in the final stretch of the last lap here in the 6th race, and Marcus is going to go for it. Seth Too Good to the inside. Marcus making a move off of Movie Michelle. The two working together to try to take down Seth Too Good in the lead, but it's not enough, and Seth Too Good holds on to about a 10-length lead as they cross the line in first place. Marcus in second, Movie Michelle in third, Killer App in fourth, Leon Music in fifth, and AC and Dallas in 6th place. AC and Dallas, the returning champion from the first ever Shenanigans Marble Derby Classic, and has qualified most times. Seth Too Good going to take the lead, though. As we load up the 7th heat. Hi, gentlemen, here we go. The 7th heat. 2 minutes on the clock. Only 4 spots remain for the Dectuple Bandana qualifying. Seth Toogood with the bad sportsmanship play. You hate to see it. You hate to do it.
He's a good guy.
Thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Welcome in, everyone. This is the Shenanigans Marble Derby Classic for the end of season blowout. We've already gone through 6 qualifiers. This is the 7th qualifier out of 10. First place from each qualifier advances to the final stage. The Dectuple Bandana. Winner of the Dectuple Bandana gets to make a Command of the Week, and anyone who bets correctly on the final race will get VIP for a week. So there you go. Fun stuff.
He's a good guy.
45 seconds remain. Get ready for the 7th heat of the evening. 39 on the starting line. Ready to give it their all with only 4 spots remaining. BioCal getting in the last 30 seconds. The marbles itching to get started. Looks to be a pretty heated competition shading up. How will it all end? The question on everyone's mind. And the marbles are off. The first lap underway. Lots of marbles trying to keep pace right out of the gate as they all go down into the first turn of the first lap. The Hunt Music out in front with Kirozalko, Deadly Vanity also trying to have a pretty good line. Like IR cuts to the inside with Spoontree and Ryan and Stan Bluza trying to get through as well. Looks like it's a pretty jumbled mess as they go into the backstretch here of the first lap. Who's going to come out on top? It's anybody's guess. Holly Avazi says, "Oi, mate," coming out on the outside rail. Kirozalko and Spoontree trying to make a move. Stan Bluza tries to get through as well with a good bounce off the outside rail as they cut to the inside, but looks like the other marbles in the back are going to start making their way through the back. Covering Storm, who's already qualified once today, looking to make a move on the outside rail as they take the lead on the backstretch going into the second turn. AC and Dallas in second place. Holly Avazia says, "Oi, mate," coming around in third with the other marbles still trying to get through, about 8 wide now, battling it out for 4th place as they go into the second turn. As they go through, it's going to be AC and Dallas, Covering Storm, Control MC, all trying to find a good way down into that last stretch of the first lap and have a good position as they go into the second lap. AC and Dallas and Covering Storm battling it out for first place in the middle of the field. In the back, it's going to be Stan. Elliot Vaz says, "Wait," Elsa the first, Spoontree, Drahuska, Decimate Jersey, Howie Footersouch, Ryan, Lug of Lows, and is it? It can't be Control. There's an extra R in there. Counter, surge, quarter. Doesn't matter. Elson the first is out in front, ladies and gentlemen, and it looks like the mods have finally had enough. Elson the first out in front tries to get a good bounce off of the outside edge and get themselves into the backstretch for the second lap in first place, but Howie Feltersatch is coming out on the outside rail. Ollie Avazzi says, "Oi, mate," coming up the middle. Looks like it's going to be Kid MC with the Lug of Lows, Covering Storm, and Ryan still putting chase in at 4th place with Stan and AC and Dallas also keeping them company. Howie Feltersatch to the inside rail. Ollie Avazzi says, "Oi, mate," come to the outside as well. Elson the first is rocketing ahead though on the outside rail. Look at this lead, ladies and gentlemen, 60 to 70 lengths ahead. Elson the first, a bank shot on the outside edge. Ollie Avazzi says, "Oi, mate," trying to hold second place for now, but the second lap is coming to a close quickly, and Elson the first is just out by miles right now. Elson the first representing the mods in the greatest fashion imaginable. You can't even see the other marbles on the screen. Elson the first is ahead by 50 to 100 lengths right now. It's not even calculable. Elson the first all alone out front by miles, and Elson has just completely crushed the competition. The mods finally making a stand here on the track, showing everyone how it's done. And Elson the first with a brutal victory here in the 7th qualifier of the day. How fun was it that Howie Feltersnatch and Ollie Avazzi says, "Oi, mate," were 2nd and 3rd place, though. That was great. That was really good. It's great saying those names. Felt like a real horse race for a second. All right, going into the 8th heat, ladies and gentlemen. Just 3 spots remain for the Dectuple Bandana. Competition heating up. Woof. See, we need more names like that. We need more names like Aliavazi Sezoy made and Howie Felter Snatch, Cybernetic Kraken. Like we need those long-winded horse names. That's what we need. Two minutes on the clock. Get your marbles in for the 8th heat of the day. Just 3 spots remain, ladies and gentlemen. 7 marbles have already qualified for the Dectuple Bandana today. Nominanon, G's, Agent 347, Covering Storm 52, Dumo 1, Seth Too Good, and Elsid the First. Almost all names containing or referencing a number. Is that a coincidence, or does it have deeper meaning? We'll never know. Well, anything could be a horse name, Cybernetic Kraken, let's be honest. Are we going for double mod? We're gonna have a double mod placement for the first time ever. It's never happened on the Shenanigans Derby Classic. Could be a first tonight. It is the end of season blowout. No holds bar. Would be good to see some double mod representation. 38 seconds remain, ladies and gentlemen. 38 marbles out on the track. He had a horse named Bet. It's a good one. It's a good one. That's what I'm saying, Spoontree. It's a tough choice as to what the best day of the week is. Now, to be fair, Monday does have 2 series running on it with an additional streamer. So to say it's better than Thursday is kind of unfair because it's a severe handicap on Thursday, and Thursday still holds its own despite of the handicap. But the Derby is fun. I'm glad we get to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, the 8th qualifier of 10 here on the Shenanigans Marble Derby Classic. And the 41 marbles are off. This might very well be the most populated race we've ever had in Shenanigans Marble Derby history. Deadly Vanity for Dax had better have, and looks like it's going to be Twitch Marble King trying to make that early start as they go around the first bend of the first lap. Looking to make something happen here as they set it up into the backstretch. Aliavazi says Oime goes to the outside rail. The Hunt Music, Deadly Vanity, and Fornax Better Half trying to make something happen in the middle of the field. Sprinkle Tinkle comes down through the back on the right-hand side. What a great name. Twitch Marble King and Sprinkle Tinkle trying to get through with the other 3 leaders in the backstretch. And Fornax Better Half cuts to the outside rail with Sprinkle Tinkle coming towards the center. Deadly Vanity and The Hunt Music holding second 2 wide as they go to the turn with AC Dallas and Twitch Marble King not too far behind. Fornax Better Half goes to the outside line as Sprinkle Tinkle goes to the outside, tries to find a good line on the outside rail with Deadly Vanity giving chase from behind. Ace and Alice and Twitch Marble King. The Hunt Music also comes around 3 wide there in battling for 4th place as they line it up for the second lap, and it looks like it's going to be 3 wide up front with Ace and Dallas making a move 4 wide now as they all go through. Sprinkle Tinkle out and head by about 5 lengths with Deadly Vanity, Fornax Half, and Ace and Dallas 3 wide as they cross the line into the second lap, and it's going to be a chase to the very end. Sprinkle Tinkle is leaving hot dogs and hamburgers all over the track in their wake as they go around to the first turn. Ace and Dallas gets a better line. Look at that turn by Ace and Dallas. A beautiful back shot as they go to the outside rail of the backstretch of the second lap, and Sprinkle Tinkle's just trying to hold their own. It's going to be The Hunt Music, Deadly Vanity, and Twitch Marble King putting their moves on as they battle it out for third as they go to the outside rail. All marbles on the outside rail as they chase in towards the inside for that final turn of this last lap of the 8th heat. Sprinkle Tinkle goes to the outside. Ace and Dallas cuts to the inside rail. Deadly Vanity holding third right now as they go to the inside behind Ace and Dallas. It looks like Twitch Marble King tries to make, but look at Sprinkle Tinkle putting on the afterburners. The hot dogs and hamburgers just giving them all the speed they need. They've got the grease. They've got the fuel. They're just going to go for speed to the sprinting finish, and here comes Sprinkle Tinkle with an amazing sprint on the second half of the second lap. Perfectly timed execution of strategy, and Sprinkle Tinkle has got a good one. Here comes Twitch Marble King trying to answer on the inside line. AC Dallas they can't keep up. They're going to fall back into 3rd and 4th. Twitch Marble King makes a move from the middle. Sprinkle Tinkle's keeping it straight and true, and Sprinkle Tinkle with a perfectly executed comeback on the second lap just kept pace for the first lap, sprinted through in the second half of the second lap, and perfectly executed program there for Sprinkle Tinkle. continuing to leave hamburgers and hot dogs in their way because they float away in victory in first place. Let's go in. Sprinkle Tinkle. Well done. Let me make sure I get your name. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting down to it. Just 2 qualifying races remain. Heat 9 of 10. First place of all 10 heats advances to the Dectuple Bandana, the final race. Winner of that race gets Command of the Week to make. And there'll be a betting period on that final race. Anyone who bets correctly gets VIP for the week. Exclamation point VIP if you have more questions about that for this channel. 2 minutes going on the clock. Get your marbles in. And thank you all for coming out for the end of season blowout. We're about 9 hours in. Coming up in an hour and 15 minutes, the Builder Competition of the Season, hosted by Baxcast and Desluck. You'll definitely want to continue to be here for that, and make sure you check out Desluck, Baxcast, and all other competitors' channels during that competition. Should be a lot of fun. And we're just going to keep this going, because that's what we do. One minute remains to join on in. Yeah. Now there is one sound command everyone can use, which is exclamation point hi. But that's it. 1 minute left, 41 marbles on the track. Thank you again all for coming out. It's good to have you here. We're going to keep this going for another 3 hours at least, probably 4. BioCal really wants that command. BioCal really wants that command. There is such a thing as cooldown, else it is correct. I already heard that one. Heard that one too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. 43 marbles on the track. The second to last heat of the day. Just 2 spots remain. 8 competitors have already advanced, including Nominanon, Jeeds, Agent, Covering Storm, Doom, Seth Too Good, us the first, and Sprinkle Tinkle. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 43 marbles on the track. Decimate Jersey and Marcus out in front with Tonya Green, Nominanon, AC Dallas, Cyberduck, Covering Storm, and Lady. Lots of finishers are already out in front, just trying to have a little bit more fun and get themselves in condition for the final race. You can't blame them, but it is a bit in bad form. Marbles coming out of the first turn now as they go into the backstretch. Nominanon, AC Dallas, and Lady trying to make a move. Nominanon and 207, brah, makes their way to the outside rail. Marcus cutting in the middle. AC Dallas goes to the outside as 207, brah, goes to the inside rail with Covering Storm not too far behind. Retake control, moves up through the pack with Fornax and Decimate Jersey 3 wide as they go into the second turn. Nominanon and Tonya Green battling it out for second place on the inside rail, but AC and Dallas is starting to increase their lead with a very strong sprinting start. Out in front by about 50 to 60 lengths, hits the outside of the second turn as they go to the final stretch of the first lap, looking to make something happen here. The returning champion, AC and Dallas, they've qualified multiple times and are the victor of the very first ever Shenanigans Marble Derby Classic. So all eyes right now on AC in Dallas. AC and Dallas makes their move towards the inside of the second lap, and it looks like AC and Dallas cuts hard to the inside rail as they up into the second turn, or first turn, excuse me. Retake control, tries to make it to the inside rail as well, trying to copy AC and Dallas' strategy, but I don't think they have enough experience to master it just as well as AC and Dallas does. AC and Dallas to the outside, looks to cut towards into the middle. Lug over those, going to try to overtake as they go around the outside as well, but the 2 marbles are going to be neck and neck as they make their way into the backstretch of the second turn. It's going to be Lug over those and AC and Dallas now giving chase. Lug over those takes the lead. AC and Dallas trying to hold it as well. Killer App comes around in third place. Peridot making a move from the back in fourth place. Hitter goes to the inside rail with retake control, and Marcus trying to hold the lead. And it's going to be Lowe's coming out in front. AC Dallas starting to lose a little bit of speed. Might have gassed it a little too hard in the beginning, but now they've got a sprint of another motion as they go to the second turn here, and it's all going to come down to the final stretch. Killer App, Lowe's, and AC Dallas leaving nothing behind as they go forward here on the fast stretch of the race. Lowe's out in the middle. It's going to be AC Dallas, cuts to the inside, and AC Dallas makes the move. Lowe's gets a bad bounce. AC Dallas cut it in, and this is the experience coming through, ladies and gentlemen. Killer App with the last sprint effort here, coming up through the middle, trying to catch AC Dallas as they go up and across the line. Is Killer App going to go through? AC Dallas has to be careful. Killer App's already overtaken, and Killer App overtakes the returning champion AC Dallas, a move no one saw coming. Killer App actually outsprints the returning champion AC Dallas, beating them at their own game. Have you seen a comeback like it in your life, ladies and gentlemen? And AC and Dallas left speechless as they crossed the line in second place. Completely unprecedented. Phew. AC turning into a shell of their former selves. A relic of the past, being overtaken by the newcomers. You hate to see it. You hate to see it, AC. You hate to see it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it comes down to this. 9 spots in the deck tuple bandana have already been filled. Those contestants are Namananan, Jeeves, Agent, Covering Storm, Doom, Seth Toogood, Elsa the First, Sprinkle Tinkle, and Killer App. Only 1 seat remains for the deck tuple bandana, and this is the race for that seat. There can be only 1 more to advance to the final stage. Who will it be as the map ticks down the 2-minute timer? Ooh. Yeah, Doom, I was a little confused. I was a little confused there. Didn't know where you were going with that. All right, Deadly Vanity, better hurry up. You got a minute. You got a minute. That's right, $5 Freak. You can still win the bet. There's something for everyone to win through the entire event. That's what's great about this format. Anytime you join in, you still have a chance to win something. No matter what. But the longer you're here, the more chance you have to win. All right, Joe, just the last 30 seconds ticking down now on the final heat of qualifiers for the deck tuple bandana of the end of season blowout. Thank you all again for being here. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. We do this every Monday. Every Monday. So don't forget to come back as the weeks progress. Yobi's getting in. All right, folks, here we go. Last qualifier for the deck tuple bandana. 45 marbles on the track. Crazy. Here we go. The 10 seconds ticking down, and the marbles are off. 45 contenders as they make their way down into this last qualifying race of the day. Cyberdeck Kraken, BioCal, Seth Toogood, $5 Freak, JD, and Obliviated Echoes get an early start off the line as they go into the first turn, looking to get that perfect line into the backstretch. Seth Toogood comes out to the outside rail. Cyberdeck Kraken holding the inside rail after they're already following in the footsteps of Elsa the First. Seth Toogood takes the lead, looking to continue to dominate here as they have already qualified. Obliviated Echoes is also in on the action as they go to the inside line, starts to lose a little position, and here comes Macro Aggressive out of nowhere, coming up in the middle of the pack in 5th place. Obliviated Echoes holding 4th. Fornax in 3rd. Valindris in 2nd. Seth Toogood out in front, but they've all qualified, so if they win, it's not going to count for them. It's going to go to the 2nd place finisher. Fornax out in 3rd place, so they go to the outside rail. Spoontree in the middle might be trying to make something happen here as they line it up for the second half of this last lap of qualifiers. Seth Toogood goes to the outside rail. Valindris following suit with Fornax not too far behind. Spoontree still cutting on the inside, trying to find that perfect line, but it's not working just quite yet. But they will be in the competitive range as they go into the second lap. Seth Toogood and Valindris battling it out. Valindris Valindris now makes a stretch as they go for a lead here as they overtake. Seth Toogood comes to the inside line, and Valindris is going to go straight across the center in first place for the second lap. Seth Toogood starts to fall out to the back edge. Looks like they're deciding to wait and let there be some left here for as they go into the final qualifier. And Valindris is going to take an early lead here in the second lap as they go to the first turn. Into the second backstretch now it's going to be Valindris and Seth Toogood. Yobies makes a move on the outside with Lugavalos not too far behind. Spoontree comes up in the center. Seth Toogood to the outside. Yobies inside, and Valindris now only with a 5 to 10 marble length lead as Seth Toogood starts to put the gas on again, but again they do not qualify if they finish. And here comes Stan Bazur out of nowhere, cutting through the pack as they go inside rocket speed here, ladies and gentlemen. Stan Bazur is going to make a move on the final stretch here, and Stan Bazur is giving chase to Valindris and cutting the lead down to just about 5 lengths. Stan Bazur to the outside turn. Valindris tries to hold it as well. Seth Toogood just in it from the front of it. Spoontree to the outside line, and they're going to be 4 wide as they go into the final stretch here across the line to finish out this last heat, and it all comes down to this. Stan slows down. Valindris speeds up. Spoontree on the outside rail. Valindris trying to hold the center. Spoontree and Stan trying to find some way to answer Valindris, but Valindris is not letting go. They've put the boosters on. They're going to go for it as they go to the outside rail. Stan gets some speed, but it's too late, and Valindris keeps the competitors at bay with a perfect line down the center stretch to finish out the race and taking the last spot of the competition. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The last qualifier of the day. And we will move on. Whoa, Fratza Bear, what happened? Whew. All right, folks, this is how this works. We have our 10 qualifiers. 10 of them. We're going to set up the betting system, which means I have to do a little bit of finagling here. So bear with me. We're going to points reset all. Boom. And they're going to do points 1 all. Oops, no. Points all 1. There we go. Everyone now has a bet. We're now going to open the bet as follows. Make sure you copy the names as they appear in the chat message when it shows up. Otherwise, your vote will not count. The proper format, !bet, space, 1, space, and then your option. Oops. All right. 3 minutes. Okay. The bet is up. Your competitors are as follows. The first qualifier, Namin Aman, with a beautiful upset on the first race of the day. Definitely showing some good sprint potential. Jeeds also came in strong today, finishing the second qualifier. Agent, the only orange name in the game, representing here today. Covering Storm with an amazing sprint finish. Taking the lead on the second half of the last lap. The fourth qualifier, Doom, who asked why they hadn't won and then won. Seth Toogood, long-time racer on the stream. Had a couple good races in them today, looking to be in very good shape. Elsa the First, obligatory mod representative. Sprinkle Tinkle, the newcomer, who overtook the returning champion, AC in Dallas. So there might be some dark horses in this last qualifier. Killer App, another long-time runner on the stream, and the winner of the last race with a beautiful sprint on the second half. Valindris could not be caught by any of the competitors. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, into the Dectuple Bandana. Again, the betting period is only about 3 minutes, so get your bets in And let's go over the current state of things, shall we? All right. The bets are coming in. Elcid the First is not a favorite, has no votes. Such is the life of Ahmad. Seth Toogood, however, one of the strong performers here, is going to be at 5 bets favored. I think our third favorite for this race. Jeeds coming in with 2 bets at the moment. Killer App also standing strong here. A name most people are familiar with, but only has 1 vote at the time. Nominanon, our first qualifier of the day, with a strong 4 bets, putting them 4th of favorite. Volindris, second favorite with 7 bets standing. Sprinkle Tinkle, the newcomer, defeater of the returning champion AC Dallas, has a very strong favorite right now. 9 votes strong for Sprinkle Tinkle. Agent, the only orange representative, not that favored with only 3 votes. Doom, also not very well favored with only 2 votes. And it looks like it's going to be covering Storm with no votes. So there you have it. The favorite, the dark horse, Sprinkle Tinkle, already showing what they're capable of with their initial upset of the 8th race of the day. Can they perform even further here in the high-stakes game that is the Dectuple Bandana? The betting, I believe, is closed, and we are ready to begin the race. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. And the 10 contenders are off. The race is starting. We have Elcid the First, Jeed, Seth Toogood, Nominanon, Valindras, Doom, Sprinkle, Tinkle, Agent, Covering Storm, Killer App. All looking to get something happening on the first lap of this last race of the day, the grand race of them all, the Dectuple Bandana, looking to close out the second to last event here of the end of season blowout. Jeed's going to be coming around in first place with a good line on that first turn. Covering Storm trying to hold as well. Agent back in third. Killer App coming up in the inside as well. Looking to overtake Agent as they go into the backstretch. Jeed's going to be in first place as they go to that side rail with a good 30 to 40 marble lengths lead. Covering Storm holding second with Seth Toogood 3 wide now as they go into the backstretch. Agent not too far behind in 5th place. And it looks like Sprinkle Tinkle, the dark horse favorite, is going to be saving it for a sprint on the second lap. Jeed's out in front in first. Seth Toogood starts to make a move to the outside rail. Killer App, Agent, and Covering Storm all tied for third place as they go 3 wide into the next turn, looking to get good position as they line it up for the second lap. Jeed slows down on the turn. Seth Toogood makes a move, and it looks like Seth Toogood might get a good boost as they go to the outside rail here, trying to keep it going as they go towards that cross line for the second lap. Seth Toogood overtakes Jeed. Jeed's back in second. Covering Storm back in third. Killer App and Agent not making a move. What's happened to the dark horse? Sprinkle Tinkle all the way in the back. It's not looking good, and Seth Toogood is going to hold the lead for now. They are definitely one of the higher performing marbles here. They told you they were looking in real good shape all throughout the qualifiers, and they are definitely not disappointing now. Seth Toogood comes around to the outside bend of the first turn of the second lap. Covering Storm holding second, and G's going to be in third. Sprinkle Tinkle out of nowhere. Do you see the speed? The dark horse is making a move, ladies and gentlemen. Sprinkle Tinkle with a tremendous amount of speed boosts up into 5th place now as they go to the backstretch. Seth Toogood holding first for now. Covering Storm in second. G's in third. Agent, Sprinkle Tinkle battling it out of the back, but looks like Sprinkle Tinkle has faltered on the outside line as they go into the backstretch of the second lap. Seth Toogood trying to hold first. Covering Storm in second. G's in third. Can Sprinkle Tinkle answer? They're trying to get through on the outside rail, but I don't think they have enough time to catch and close the gap in that first place lead. It's Seth Toogood and Covering Storm neck and neck on the final turn. G's still in the back trying to make something happen. Agent making a move with Sprinkle Tinkle not too far behind. Here comes Covering Storm, Jeeds, and Seth Toogood as they go into the final stretch here on the last stud of the Dectuple Bandana, and it's gonna come down to the wire. Covering Storm, Seth Toogood, and Jeeds all neck and neck as they come through. Seth to the inside, Covering up the middle, Covering holding it now. Looks like Covering Storm's coming through. Sprinkle Tinkle not having any answers back and forth. Seth cuts back to the middle. Covering Storm to the inside, but it's too late. And Covering Storm, who takes the victory and may not have even gotten a single bet for the evening. The most unprecedented upset of the year, ladies and gentlemen. Covering Storm, not a favorite by any imagination, has completely put the competition in its place, taken Seth Toogood on right up until the end, and taken a victory out at the end. Congratulations, Covering.